The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve. Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. This is the first game in the Grizzlies road trip.
And guys, one of the approaches when you're starting a short road trip like this is guys want to come right out of the box with focus, game in hand, and not think about the next one. Get as many wins as you can on the road. It's so important.
Here's Wall. Converts after the nice spin. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. It's blocked. They get it back. Jackson up top. Out to Morant. 5 to shoot. And finished off by Morant.
An awesome rebounder at that position. The energy level Morant puts forth on the glass is tremendous.
Now here's Wall. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Batum. Gets it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Rockets. I asked him about the task of slowing down Ja Morant. Coach said the one thing you can't account for with Morant is his explosiveness. Everything else you can plan for, but sometimes he'll just beat you. And Kevin, that's what they mean when they say good defense, better offense. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Melton. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a three of his own.
Capella with the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
And so here is Houston after Memphis gets the three. Wall's shot is off.
You look back at that 2019 draft. Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
So both teams making some changes here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Astonagi. Hachimura down low. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good there. So Houston will take it the other way. Wallace right side. There's Jackson with the three. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Driving inside. And that one is hammered home.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Porter. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Houston Rockets. 6-point game. Outside Portis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shot and game clock separated by 5. A three from Morris. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Porter over Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's off on the second.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
And there's the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of five-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go." Basically, that I'm built for the moment. Guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Now, here's Porter. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. And finished off by Porter.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Misses the three. The Rockets trail. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Portis can't get it to go. Morant with it. Picked up by Portis. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And the three ball is good. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Wallace misses.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Morant drives in. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. No good from Grant. Here's Porter, and the rejection by Jackson. To the inside, and the dunk by Grant.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
On the wing, Jackson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And a wide open look for Portis. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Pass to Brooks. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Inside, Wallace. And it's Wallace with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And with underrated strength, Oladipo isn't worried about absorbing some contact.
.50 seconds left here in the second. Here is Wall. 5 points in the game. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Memphis trailing here. To the paint, Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, this team, they're still learning how to use Dylan Brooks. He's a little bit of a tweener in terms of size and athleticism. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
It's Wall with the drive. Good. Wall's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Pass to Capella. Batum wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On the wing, Morris. From outside, off the mark. So that'll be it for the first half. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. The lead is 2. They host the Clippers after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Morant drives in. Over Wall. And that one's good. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Pass to Ellington. Now Capella. Poked away. And Grant with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Wall. He's got 10. Oladipo right side. Morant looking around. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%. And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Such a wide open look. Grant's got 5 now.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Jackson. That shot off. Good work defensively by Capella. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Wall. Scores off the spin. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. That shot wide open. Grant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
On the wing, Batum. Pass to Ellington. Now here's Wall. Guarded by Oladipo. 6 to shoot. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh,
we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And here's Wall after Jaren Jackson made that last three-pointer. Pass to Morant. Rockets trailed by 8. Here's Batum to the left side wing. Houston moving it around. With the shot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Melton. The kick out to Oladipo. And stolen by Ellington. Pass to Capella. Back to Batum. Got it. Good job in the low post. Batum's got 5 now.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Fans and broadcasters were not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Now, here is Morris. The three. Cans it from downtown. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Outside Portis. Back to Porter. With the drive. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
In the corner, it's Morris. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Portis. And the rejection by Noel. And a great move by Portis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Astonagi. And here is Noel. Morris with the ball. Shot clock at 6. And Morris throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Here's Wallace. Driving in. Can't cash in from close range. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game. Now Morant. And it's Grant in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Portis. The kick out to Porter. Wallace outside. And he banks in the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And that one's good. Morant.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Oladipo. The Rockets pull it in. On the wing, Jackson. Snell from outside. Drills the three-pointer. Snell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Morant outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. So it's the Rockets now, down by 15.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Morant. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Grant gets a wide open look. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 20. All with it. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by Jackson. And he drives in. And the dunk by Grant.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy.
Amsterdam to New York. You won't, you a dork. Go through a straw. Alright, calm down, don't get